And 3, 2, 1. Are we going live yet? Da, 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 da. And we are going live. We have gone live. Alright, so let's continue where we left off from last stream, where I have to create a loop, a for loop that locks out all of the card in the array. Use card.length to specify how long the loop should run. Alright, so first of all, to create a for loops, you would have to declare something is called I is basically count, and then equal to 0, because you want to. So basically what you're declaring here is basically just to indexing the list. So right now it's at 0, 0 is 7. Then we're going to do I equal to card length, isn't it? No, it cannot, because we already assigned it equal to 0. So now if we assign it again, we have another condition again, is equal to card length. Card length here is going to be 3, because there's 1, 2, 3. But when JavaScript read it as 0, 1, 2, but the length of this, there's 3 values in here, so it should be less than. I think so. And then I plus equal to 1. I might be this part and this part, this one and this one, I can guarantee is right, but then the last one, the middle one, I'm not so sure. Less than 3. Yeah, it makes sense because there's 0, 1, 2. So let's just console log this, and then right, cards, and then equal to I. Let's try this. Oh, it works. Yeah, because I try I is equal to card's length in the afternoon, and this couldn't work. This never worked because it's reassigning, and JavaScript hate it, and it's just like ask you to reload Google Chrome to try it again. So I guess it's not right. So I try less than.
Stop counting using
let's watch
.length property. So go ahead and do this right now, and then I will of course show you this well afterwards. So we're going to start at this 0th index. I should be less than cards dot, and I increase with 1 at every step in the iteration. Now here for this last condition, I actually want to show you another trick, because what you can do here is actually do I plus plus.
Huh.
That'll do the exact same
plus
thing.
plus and JavaScript. It's actually new things. Increment plus plus. It's actually a new thing. I've never seen anything like this in Python. But plus plus is basically increment at 1, 2. Alright. It's pretty nice. Does this look neat too? But if you don't know anything about JavaScript, you probably won't write this. Yeah, I don't know. If I write it for a long time, I might write it like this.
It's just syntactical sugar that JavaScript provides us with to to make our code a little bit neat.
It's neat, it's
So
neat.
I++
I'm not gonna lie, it's neat,
increment I with
because
1.
you might run into mistake when you put 2 instead of 1, and it's a really stupid mistake, but I know sometimes people make like stupid mistake. I made it all the time, so
So now we can do console log,
so yeah.
cards, then passing in I, run the code, and there we can see 7, 3, and 9 printed to the console.
All right,
Great
pretty
job.
nice, pretty nice. Okay, let's go to the next video. Let sentence equal hello. Okay.
This is so cool, because now you are going to combine what you've learned about arrays and for loops with what you know about manipulating the DOM. So we're going to pull the strings together and have you render out this sentence inside of this greeting L. So you can see we have in our HTML just an empty paragraph which has the ID of greeting L. We have fetched that element from the HTML and stored it in this L variable, and your job is to render the sentence, that is array here. You are to render all of these items inside of the array in the L paragraph. The way to do that is to use for loop to loop through it and render each of them into the greeting L dot text content. So a lot of stuff you have to keep track of here, but give it your best shot, and then I of course will show you the solution we return.
Yeah, let's try this. First of all, we need for
back
loops.
to this screencast.
Oh la la. First of all, we need for loops. So open and then let's always start like this. Let's I equal to 0. It's always start when you're trying to figure out the condition of the for loops. Yeah, so basically it's always look like this. Most of the time you change the middle part or like the last part, but usually you start at 0. Yeah, you change this. You can change every part, but usually you change the second part and the third part. If I'm not delusional, I don't know. Let's just move on. Right, I is equal to I is less than sentence dot length. That's not how you're supposed to write length. And then this, I hate it that they use this commas instead of this commas. Maybe because you want to end it. Yeah, possibly could be it. If you try the dot commas, I think it will end right here on in the list. Might be. I is plus plus. I plus plus. This is easier than the last one. Beating out dot in the text content. Can try. Beating out is equal to 0. No, you have one count to be equal to 0. Oh, console log. No, text content. Reading out paragraph using a loop, and then dot text content for Oh, is equal to sentence dot I. Let's try to console log. I don't know if this would work. Doesn't look like it's working. That's meeting out. Let's try this. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Let's run this. Is it my computer or?
Hopefully that would work.
Why is not working? Why is it not working? Plus equal 1. Why is my consoles not working? Hello world. What the hell? Let me try and I look at the code.
Now let's do sentence dot text content. And here you might have been tempted to do equal, close square brackets and passing in text. That will just end up with rendering pair, because first it renders low, then it clears out all of the text content, renders the second word, but then every single time this loop, it clears out all the text content, end up with just bolt after the last iteration. That was the last word in the array. So what we have to do, keep this content intact inside of the paragraph, and as you might remember, we do that with plus e.
Plus. Oh, crap. Crap. But don't even run. Jesus Christ. What's see that? Stupid mistake. That's why it doesn't run. Oh my god. Jesus. Stupid. Such stupid mistake. And then you just put plus. So it's going to remember the last word. This is going to be greeting L dot in the text content text content text content text content 10 equal to the last one, and then you override it equal to sentence E. So if it passes into this greeting out dot text content is first one, let's just look at this. Let's just say this value is supposed to be hello. So there's nothing at first because there's nothing in this content. Nothing, none plus sentence I, index 0, hello, none plus hello is hello, and then greeting is equal to hello, right? And then now the hello is equal to this hello plus the sentence. Is it like that? Hello plus sentence 1. My. Hello, my. Interesting. Greeting L is dot text content. This is hello. This is none at first, and then none. No, it's hello. It's none plus hello plus sentence 0. So hello. Let's display hello. And the next one is my. This is hello is equal to. Oh shit! Now I got it. So greeting L dot text content is equal to hello. This is none plus hello, because sentence first one 0 is hello, and then the hello is print onto the HTML file. Hello is equal to, this is none, right? Yeah, this is also oh, this is hello plus my, hello my, and then it's keep reading my name, then name is, and then is pair. Yeah, I think that's how it's supposed to work. Yeah, let's keep going.
If I remove these spaces from the array, that is, if I do like this, like this, and we render it out, we can say, no more spaces. It looks like one long weird word. How can we, on this line 7, modify it so that we get spaces words?
We plus.
Go ahead and try that.
Oh, that's easy. With plus space. Hmm. Plus space, right? Isn't it?
With this,
Yeah.
now we add a space after each word. If we render this, exactly how we want.
Yeah. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yeah, I was a little bit struck on this because I did a stupid mistake that I put length and then I somehow misclicked another C next to the H and then couldn't run. Right, let's go to the next video.
How we want it.
It's become harder and harder now,
Let's move on.
but it's still pretty easy. All right.
Okay, back at our blackjack game, it's time for you to create a word. It renders out all the cards in the cards array instead of just the 2 first ones, which we're doing up here. So you are going to start your for loop down here at line 19. I'm going to help you out a little bit because we are going to first setting of the text content here. So to have the alt text inside of the paragraph, we are going to render out the cards after text inside of the paragraph. Go ahead and create that for loop so that our blackjack game records any number of cards inside of the cards array and will render all of them out regardless of how many it is. Give it your best shot and return back to me when you want to see my solution.
4. Or parts let I equal to 0 and then I is less than 2 cards not length. And then I plus not equal plus. And then we go this, and then what do I do? Cards length, cards out, plus equal. Text content is plus equal. Cards. Right? Yeah, let's try. Start. Four. It's a 10. It's a 4. It's equal to cards. Run. Okay. Push the card to the card array. So push is card cards. Push it into the array. Cards dot push equal card. Bada bing, bada boom. Then cards dot push. I forgot this already. Push function in JavaScript. I'm not like a genius. Fruit dot push. Ah, you open bracket, not push open bracket card, not short, but cards, right? And then run, and then start new cards. Was it 6? Oh, what the hell? I already pushed it. Right, we got it. We got it, boys. We got it. We got it. We go get it. Get it. Right, finish it.
We need to well of the body. Must begin with end before truth. Zero, 1, and then run the code, start game, and yes, it works. However, look.
Content.l content. Test cards. And then index. Yeah, maybe that's neater. Plus equal cards. Yeah, it might be. This is neat. It's neat. Right. All right.
Looks like it says
Make a little bit of change.
Because we haven't added a space. Now, concatenate, yes, got it. And the cards are now correct according to our game. Great job. Let's move on.
How can we hard code value?
Okay, so our blackjack game is actually turning out pretty good now. Start the game, card, 20, I can even get another card, boom, I'm out of the game. Almost fun to play, though you'll get pretty tired of it as you play it multiple times since you every single time get the exact same cards. So not exactly an exciting blackjack game. And of course that is because we have hard-coded the variables for our first card and second card here, and also hard-coded value for our third and fourth and every preceding card here on line 40. Always get 10, 4, 6, 6, 6, 6, and so forth. So what do we need to do? Let's create a function, get random card, that returns a random number. So that we, instead of hard coding the number 10 up here on line 1, do get random card and call that function. This function will then return a random card that the first card variable will be set to. Same with the second card. Also, down here in the new card function, get random card there as well. This way, we'd get a functional blackjack game. However, there's something you haven't learned yet. You need to learn in order to create a random card function. So let's rewind a little bit here. Get back to hard-coded
You have
words,
to do a
and over the next
list
few casts,
and
you're going to
then
learn
get
how to turn
random
values
card
in functions,
in
and
list.
also how to generate random numbers inside of a function. Go ahead and do exactly that.
Probably might be.
Okay, turn back to our racing game example in order to learn
Racing
about
game.
returning values in functions. So here we have two players who've raced through the game, and player 1 got the time 102, and player 2 got the time 107. And our job is to create a function that returns the fastest race time. So in order to do that, we first have to do a function. I'm going to call this get fastest time. Quite a long word, but at least it's descriptive. Inside of the body of the function, we have to first check times for fastest. An if statement and say if player 1 time is less than player 2 time, well then we're going to return player 1 time. Because if it's less than player 2, then it's the fastest race time, and we are going to return it.
Alright.
Now, this
Let's
return keyword here might now
What
seem a
happened
bit
to
weird,
my
and you probably
neck?
don't understand yet what it means, but don't worry about that right now. It'll be clearer as we move on. And then we're going to do else if next condition is if player 2 was faster than player 1, that is, time is less than player 1 time. So we are going to return player 2 time, like that. Then an else if actually are equal. So none of these expressions evaluate. Well, then the fastest time is any player's time because they have the exact same time. Return player 1 time or player 2 time, it doesn't matter. We're just going
Alright.
to return player 1 time. Okay. Now
Return.
what we can do,
Ano lah.
do let fastest race. I'm going to call this variable that. And now I'm going to define that, declare that variable as the result of invoking function. Fastest time, like that. Now, value of fastest race time will be whatever this function returned. And if we log race time, you see get 102. That's correct because this function compared player 1 and player 2 and rightfully recognized that player 1 was faster than player 2 and thus returned player 1 time. I think now is, well, console logging out the value here. What's the point? Why couldn't we just, instead of these returns,
Yeah.
console dot log, do that directly inside of the function? Do that first, run it, you can see yes, we are now indeed running this line 6 here, we're console logging out the value. If we down here try to see what is the value of fastest race at this point, and run the code, getting 102 first from this line, and we're getting undefined from line 16. Now, the fastest race variable simply isn't defined because this function didn't return anything, and it's actually quite valuable to have stored the fastest race time inside of this value as opposed to just having console logged it out up here, because now we can use the variable for something else. So let's do like this and return instead over and parentheses. Well, you're wondering how I got the cursor to be on multiple lines at a time. A trick where you first select a word, then do Command, or if you're not on a Mac,
Control D.
Control
Oh, that's
Select the word.
something I need to learn. That's something I learned new. That's something new that I learned today. It's pretty neat. Return, Control D, was like, alright. Pretty nice.
Command
Pressing I tip.
1, 2 times, and now I've selected
Pretty
all of
nice.
the
Tips.
return words. I can
Did I just say
delete
tip?
them, or
This is Vietnamese.
that was just a quick
Tips.
little tip. Now it's time for a challenge. So you are going to write a function that returns the total race time. Then you are going to call or invoke the function and store the returned value in a new variable. You have to decide for yourself what you want to call that variable and what you're going to call this function. And finally, you are going to log your variable out just to check that everything has worked. Go ahead and do this right now.
Where's the function that return the total race time? What a function. Function total race time. I forgot. Keep forgetting this little syntax. Oh my god. There's all this little syntax in JavaScript. It makes it not as good as Python. I'm simping on Python, but like it's a really good language. Not a lot of syntax errors, but let's go back to JavaScript and function total time race time is invoke the function and store the return value in a new variable. Total race time function let function that return the total race time. Let sum equal to player 1 time plus player 2 time, and then call return sum call invoke this let in a new variable. I'm getting sleepy. Let's just do this. Let another sum race time. It looks so wrong. Is equal to total race time console log sum race time. It's actually right. It's not too shabby. I thought I'm so wrong.
Okay.
Hey, not too shabby.
Well, let's do this.
There might be some tips.
Function get total race time, and the way to do that is simply to return player 1 time plus player 2 time.
Oh,
Then we can create
I did it the long way.
Total time equals get total race time.
Yeah, this is
Now
clean, less mistake. Yeah, this is actually.
And indeed, get 209 in the control.
I did the long one,
just about right.
but
So great
yeah.
job. Let's move on. Okay, it's time to take what you've learned about returning values and functions and implement that technique in our app. This is a hard challenge. First, you're going to create a function, getRandomCard, that always returns the number 5. Then you're going to use getRandomCard, set the values of the card and the second card, and then you set the value of the card variable down here in the card function as well. So you are going to write your function, getRandomCard, here And now you might think, well, that doesn't make sense. We learned that if you define a variable down here on line 14, we can't use it up on line 2 and 3. That's at least how it is with variables you define using let keyword. That is exactly right. But when you create functions in the way we do, there's an exception. So I want you to just try this, see if it works. I'm going to explain afterwards why it works. Go ahead and give this your best shot, and then I will show you the solution as well afterwards.
I don't know what the hell. Why do I need to always return the number 5? Yeah, but let's just keep going. Might be, it will make sense. It will make sense. Not always return the number 5. Return 5. Alright, and then use random card to set the value of first card. And then use the get random card to set the value of cards. This is the same thing, right? But let's run this. Run. This 5. And then new card is also 5. Right. Right, I'm right. And then we keep going.
Inside of me, well, you fought with them. Card obviously it is 100% at the moment, but that doesn't matter. Now have the setup for instead of this function, writing the logic for getting an actual random card back. So that's finally, I promised to talk a little bit about the fact that we're creating the function down here on line 14 and then using it up on line 2. That seems to go against what we learned about variables early on.
Yeah.
However, when you write functions like this, it's called function declaration. Function gets so-called hoisted to the top, meaning
Hoisted?
it's accessible even at line 1, regardless of how far down you define the function. If you've written this function on line 10,000, it would still be accessible on line 1.
So it's like a priorities, or like the Z index and CSS. It's like, oh, you are Z index number 0, so you're always there. Then you have the 1 that's like on top of it, and then yeah, it's hard to explain.
Don't give
but
the function this extra benefit. As for now, we're only going to write functions in this way, so don't worry about that. Because now you have another thing to worry about. That is, how do we actually modify this getRandom function so that it actually returns a random card? So from the next lesson on, we are going to dive into exactly how to do that. I'll see you there.
I'll see you there too. This is good. This is good. We are making progress. We are making progress, guy. Okay, so let random math dot random.
So I remember when I was learning this slightly clunky way of generating random numbers in JavaScript and thinking, well, why do I really need to generate random numbers? Is that really such a common thing to do for developers? And actually, it is.
Yeah, it's actually pretty common.
Case where we're building a card game, obviously we need to have some kind of randomness in which card you get. Otherwise it would be meaningless. But also imagine all games that use dice. Dice is basically physical randomness function. Random number between 1 and 6.
Randomness.
But randomness isn't only important in these kind of cases.
The cool part about randomness is it's actually probability, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Let's just
Casino-ish games. I would say in all computer games, randomness, some kind of role. For example, in this popular iPhone game Crossy Road, where you are to cross a road as a duck without getting hit by a car. Surely there's some randomness underneath here, which decides which cars appear on the road and also when they appear. But it doesn't stop there with games. Actually, cybersecurity, random numbers is a key component in order to authenticate yourself and generate keys, as within cryptocurrencies. So, for example, Bitcoin uses random numbers as well. Random numbers plays a role in the crypto economy as well. And most importantly, we used random numbers in order to generate suggested text in our JavaScript advent calendar.
Huh? Here's how stuff last JavaScript mass calendar and test your agility by.
So, as you can understand, random numbers are everywhere, and you need to learn the most basic way of generating that.
How do I click this? There's no link here.
And that is something that's called math object. That's something that's already provided to you in JavaScript or by the browser, to be specific, and type math wherever you want with capital M, then do dot random, and then open and close parentheses so that you call this function or method. And don't worry if you don't quite understand what's going on under the hood here. You're not meant to do that right now. All you're meant to know is that that will return a number to you. I've now stored in a variable called random number, and then I'm logging out this random number. What I want you to do now, pause this screencast and run this code a few times so that you get to see a few of the values that our random number variable can take, and then try to, as distinctly and specific as possible, write your answer at what you think math.random does. So what does it return? Try to formulate that and write it down, then return back to this.
That's like a float. Decimal place. 1 and 0. There's no 1 and 0. What is between 1 and 0?
Have the answer. So the way I would write this is that it generates random number between 0 and 1.
Yeah.
And then parentheses, not inclusive of 1. So it generates a random number, including 0.
I'm pretty much right, but not 1. Yeah.
From 0.00000, 0.9999999, and a bunch of 9s after that. So if we were to visualize this slightly, say that math.random gives you a number from 0.000 and a bunch of zeros after that. I just
0, 0, 0, 0?
all of them, to
0.00099.
Basically a bunch of 9s as well. That is the range you are given when you give JavaScript this command. So if we run this, you can see we get 0.68 and a bunch of numbers, 0.95 and a bunch of numbers, 0.88, 0.001. Yeah, as you can see, we've already been almost from very close to 0 to very close to 1. Now, before we go, there's one thing I need to point out, which is that the randomness here, while it looks completely random for us humans, not truly random. There is some deterministic variables going on under the hood here. And it's actually a really hard problem in computer science to generate truly random numbers. But for our use cases, we're not going to worry about that. For us week here, these numbers that we generate with math.random are more than random enough for our use case. This is not a PhD in cybersecurity, but rather getting started with.
I know randomness is not random as well, but yeah. Just move on. Just move on. Let me save this. I just want to check if there's any chat. Chat? No chat. That
Okay,
man,
so now we
but
know
it's
how
okay.
to create a random number between 0 and up to, but not including 1. However, it's not entirely clear how we utilize math.random in order to create something useful, like for example a dice function. So let's take this one step at a time towards creating such a function. And the first step we're going to take is simply by multiplying math.random with 6. Now I want you to do the same thing that you did previously, which is pause the screencast, run this code a few times, and what we log to the console, and then answer the following question. Which range will our random number be now? So from which number to which other number?
From 0. Yeah, it's pretty much.
Be from 0 to 0.99999. Now, is that math.ran to 5.999. Because 0 point a bunch of 9s in 0 and 1 in 0 and 6. Did that by multiplying it. Move on to the next step.
Yeah, I think I will end the stream for today. I feel we'll continue tomorrow. Like I said, it's going to be a long stream, so that we can get this blackjack project done. But this is for today. I think I did like 5 hours at least on my JavaScript. Yeah, so I'm kind of tired. All right, see you guys tomorrow, and yeah, have a good night.